Hello there. So I just want to show you a few things that I'm playing with the puppy right now. This little guy, oh nice. So you can see Bodhi wants the treats that I have, but it's going to be too much for me to just reach out and hand them to him all the time. I mean, he would probably take them, but that's super high stress. Sorry, there's a dog barking out there. But what I'm going to do is take this food and throw it over his head, so he has to go backward to get the food, which is what he wants to do anyway. And so over and over, he's getting reinforced for going away from me, which I know sounds counterintuitive, but you can see when he does that and he heads back my direction, he now has greater confidence because he's got the freedom to leave anytime he wants. So it's always really reinforcing, very confidence building. We're getting a drink. Very confidence building to have the choice, to make any choice. You know, we all feel better that way when we've got choices about distance, choices about, you know, really any decision in life. And so you can see he's venturing closer and closer to me because, good boy. Yes. And I'm going to throw that over his head. But you can see he's feeling the comfort of being able to come closer and closer to me because he knows I'm just going to send him away. And it's always on his terms as to how close he gets to me. So, again, big confidence builder. If you have other people that can do this with him, it's going to be great. The more, the better. The more practices he gets about being rewarded in the company of other people, being rewarded for actually going away, it's going to give him confidence about approaching people. He's stuck right there because there's a treat under the refrigerator. So, again, he's coming on over. Says it's kind of weird that you're pointing the camera at me, but I'm going to toss that treat over his head. Little by little, as we start to progress with this game, he's going to get closer and closer and closer to me. All right, my friend. Just want to give you a little info on what we're doing right now. Good job, buddy. All right, ready? Boop. It's like, this is amazing. Found it. Now he's going to head back my direction. He feels pretty comfortable. Usually it's hard for a puppy to have someone straight stare at them, to look them and have a dog approach directly. That's always that's challenging for a dog because it can be a little confrontational. But he's doing it and he feels comfortable because he knows what's going to happen next, which is I'm just going to throw more food. Good boy. So you can see even my talking to him, he's like, whoa, that's a lot for me. Don't talk to me so much. Anyway, coming a little closer, tossing it over his head. And you'll start to see over time he's going to get closer and closer as he gets the game and realizes how this happens. Good boy. Now I'm not going to toss it early. I'm not going to toss until he comes in. Yes. Comes in as close as he can and stops. Because I want to encourage every step forward he can take. Kind of stuck there at the threshold. I'm going to see if he can go one more step closer to me. Took a step away. No big deal. He says, well, I'm taking steps backward. He's just experimenting, which is great. I'm going to, yes, I'm going to treat that. The steps toward me are what I'm going to treat. He's just being a little scientist trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. So once he realizes that the steps toward me are what are paying, he's going to offer more of that. Yeah, good boy. It's like, oh, yes. Good boy, you found it. Yes. Whoop, that was 2. Good job. You can see he's getting closer and closer every time. I'm going to put down the camera now because this is probably boring for you to watch, but I'm sure you get the idea. Coming a little closer. I might wait for one more step. And if he gets another step closer, I'm going to give him a snack. Yes. Yes. Good job. There goes the foods. Good job. Yes. Good boy. far as we got. Anyway, you can see he's getting closer and closer, feeling more and more comfortable. It's all a matter of making clear the patterns, making clear what works. And it's a matter of him experimenting. Yeah, I know they're being noisy out there. Yeah, oh, good job. And that's the closest he's been. He's really challenging himself. You can see he took that step toward me because he knows that's what I'm treating for. And then he retreated back a little bit, like, woo, that's a lot. Yeah, good boy. So that's a good treat. Yeah, good boy. So he's coming closer again because he knows that's what's treating. And then he goes back out, back to his comfort zone. Anyway, making good progress. Okay, now I'm starting to treat him for being really close to me. Yeah, good boy. And I feel comfortable about this because he knows he can move back at any time. No rush, no big deal. And notice I'm not feeding directly to his mouth. I'm feeding to, here, and feeding right in front of my lap, feeding over here, so that I'm never asking him to take it directly from my hand. And I would suggest that for you with visitors. You don't want to, you can see there's a lot of tension just doing this. And so where you see that tension, I know you know what that looks like, but you can see by way of his ears forward, that kind of, he just has got a little bit of muscular tension. Yeah, you're doing good. But the ears, because they're so prominent, it's a real giveaway about how he feels. So, again, when you're having your visitors, I would start with that treating over the head and then move to treating around the person. You might even be the one delivering the treats. But you could see how it would be way too much if you're asking him to take treats from strangers. It's just too much. You want to build up all this foundational work before you actually ask him to take food directly from strangers. But he's doing great. Super, super good. Yeah, you're amazing. Yeah, you are. All right, and now we're going to move to actually taking him from my hand. Good job. I'm making no motion toward him whatsoever. I'm just going to, present my hand, and he can come get them. But I'm not reaching out for him. Not putting him under any pressure at all. And over time, what I'll be doing is putting him close to my lap here. Good job. Yeah, good job. He's retreating, which is just fine. Every single one of these reps is a confidence builder for him. Good boy. Super good. Hello. But you can see just the foundation that needs to be built up before he begins to actually take treats. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I'm sitting down. If I was to stand up, or if I was to attempt these exercises standing up, it's a lot harder for him. I'm already making it harder by facing him. If I was to turn sideways away from him, that would make it a little bit easier. But then it's hard for me to video. But the less directly I was in facing him, the more comfortable it's going to make him. Good job. Yeah, with some dogs that are super tense about strangers coming to the door, or visitors in general, I'll literally meet them at the door and stand sideways. It's just easier for the dogs. And I'll a lot of times get down on my, kind of down into a squat to make myself a little smaller. Anyway, every time he does this, he's getting a little braver, a little stronger. Thanks. Just want to show you something that's a little funny. And this really goes to show how clear dogs are about distance and space and their comfort level. So I can have a treat here around my knee. I can have it here around my knee. But to have one here is a bridge too far. Oh, he got it this time. The last couple times I've done that, that was just too hard. So I'm going to try it on this side. I'll put a treat over there. Good job. Good work. I've got one there. And that may be a bridge too far. Is that too hard? He says, I prefer if you just take him from your lap. So let's try that again. We've got this one here. Good job. Oh, yes. Good job. Very nice. You're doing a great job. Yeah, we'll put some over here. Yeah. Oh, good boy. He says, nowhere is a bridge too far for me now because I'm figuring this out. Yeah. Oh, good job. Oh, hello. I found a bag of snakes. Very nice. I'm going to move that actually behind me. Good boy. Very good. Yeah. He's going to make some good progress. You can do it. Yes. Very good. Good boy. Good job. All right. Yes. Up until this point, I've just been having him going for the food directly. Now I'm actually going to a little bit of an obedience behavior, which is I'm going to have my hand, my open hand with no food, but I'm going to ask him to come over, yes, and touch my hand, and then he gets a treat. So what's interesting about this for him, yes, is that A, he can control his behavior, he can control the distance. B, he's also learning that he is in control of getting his food. So if he doesn't want to go for it, it's no big deal. I'm just going to retract my hand and I'm going to try again. Yeah. Going to retract my hand, no big deal. Yes, good boy. And what he's figuring out from that is that it's up to him to do some kind of a behavior and then he gets paid for it. And that the control is to him. He's like, nope, not interested. No big deal. I'm going to kind of rub my hand, make it a little stinky and delicious. I'll offer it again. Yes, good boy. So now he gets a snack. Good job. Good job. I'll offer it again. Nope, that's fine. It's fine. He's like, but wait a minute. I do want some of those snacks. Yes, he's approaching, so I'm going to go ahead and feed that. Good job. So anyway, this is the next step we're going to play today, which is called the touch behavior or hand targeting. Too hard, no big deal. And probably after one more successful one, I'm just going to let him relax. Yeah, you're doing good. He says, this is hard work for me. It's hard work for me. I want those snacks, but it's not easy. Yeah, yes, good boy. He just kind of breathed on my hand, but I'm going to go ahead and feed him. Good job, friend.